everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Ahead, the All-Pro linebacking team is well represented as we've got two of them on display here. It's Sean Lee and Von Miller.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd down following the run. Again, Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. Following the penalty, Anderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the 50, it's Simeon. Rolling to his left. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
But there's no doubt they'd love to get more production out of the tight end position. And with the addition of Jake Butt out of Michigan, healthy, he's a move tight end who can make those kind of plays.
Butt, a youngster, and these quarterbacks pretty young. They would love to have a strong tight end to throw to. On 2nd down, Anderson. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's gone over 1,000 yards 5 times in his career, but he's at the 30-year-old mark, and there's a lot of concern about running backs over the age of 30.
5 yards or better per carry in each of his first 8 seasons. Now past 30, we'll see if that trend can continue. On first down, it's Charles again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run it again with Anderson. Pushes him over. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Anderson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Let's go.
3rd and 2, Simeon. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he motions the wide receiver. 2nd and 10, Simeon again. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depends on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought there was a guy you told me about these say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There is none there for him.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
From the gun, here's Simeon. And able to find Green. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kyle Wilbur coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Let's go,
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon looking deep for Demarius. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Simeon, screen pass to Charles. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Simeon and the offense stay in punt. They'll go on 4th down. Indeed going for it, Simeon. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. First down carry by Elliott. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20. 10. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This is Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Prescott now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Lamar, Brendan Langley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Second down, Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Domata-Peko. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Cemetery man, Chris Jones, on to kick. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
carry now for Anderson. Finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. First down, here's the run with Anderson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. Thomas, the man in motion left. Now Anderson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
There are times when I think people just overlook how good a player Sean Lee really is. One of the more athletic linebackers in the league. He can make plays against the run, against the pass, you name it. He's one of the better ones out there.
And number 50 so loved by the fans in Dallas. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now a run with Anderson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A second down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Talib had his 9th return for a touchdown in 2016, the most among all active players. He's got another one here.
He has a well-deserved reputation as a ball hawk, but I think sometimes that doesn't do him justice. He studies the game. He understands receivers and what they like to do and what they don't like to do, and puts himself in the right spot more times than not.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense needs something here on second down. It is 2nd and long. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. To throw is Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And now past another. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now it's Simeon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Simeon on first down. Screen play, Anderson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Simeon. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. And that'll make it third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. It's Chidobe Awuzie, the rookie from Colorado. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's up and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Simeon. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down, McFadden, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Running again on first with McFadden. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Prescott from the gun. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Prescott off play action. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point try by Bailey. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, now, like that. All right, now, the truth. All right, now, like it 56. Like that, Philly. Here we go.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Simeon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephen Paya coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, number. All right, now, lucky 56.
They snap it to Simeon. And Fowler's got it. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they got 29 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Denver. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Number.
1st and 10, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All right, now, look at 56.
On 2nd down, here's Simeon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now.
Off of play action, Simeon. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
All right, here we go.
On 4th down, Simeon. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now running right through it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Simeon throwing again. Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again is Simeon. A dump off to Anderson. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. The
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the 45. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Elliott and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker, and the Broncos will take over on downs. And the D looking like they may blitz. They run. Anderson. They find some open field here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Fresh set of downs here. Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Broncos on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Charles getting the handoff from Simeon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
What stands to reason to give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in 1st downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than 2nd place David Johnson.
You know, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. A high-scoring affair, and the Chargers have now taken the lead. Looking to throw. Prescott. A win would be their first of the young season. And he's got some space here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Falcons going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coleman now. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They will run again with Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. Finding Gabriel, complete. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
Partner, our parents always told us that relationships were going to be important in life. Taylor Gabriel knew Kyle Shanahan in Cleveland before he was the offensive coordinator in Atlanta. And boy, that payoff for the Falcons picking him up.
Yeah, last year he had more touchdowns actually than Julio Jones. He had 7. Jones had 6. And good parental advice there, Mr. Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run inside the 40. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4. On second down, Ryan. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And he's able to put it through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Falcons offense, as they head back out there, Charles, what can this unit do for an encore? You look at 2016, they scored 540 points, 71 more than anybody else in the league. So those are big shoes to fill.
They certainly are. While they'll have a different play caller in 2017, they still have Matt Ryan at quarterback, who was the NFL's MVP last year, had a phenomenal season. And with his work ethic, he expects to be even better as he continues to move forward. Still have Julio Jones to throw the ball to. Two-headed monster at running back. They feel great about offense. And they got better on defense as the year went along last year and actually drafted another pass rusher, Tack McKinley, out of UCLA. For them, the encore is getting back to the Super Bowl and winning it this time.
15 yards there on the catch and run. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Coleman. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's Blunt, shedding the tackle, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Paul Richardson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. To return, this is Eddie Jackson. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down, and this one might be going the other way. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Quentin Coples coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the LA Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. but instead it falls down incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. To throw again. Ryan escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eddie Goldman able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Now let's go.
They go with Howard again. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. They go play action with Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think of Tevin Coleman as a really good combo back. He can run it, but in terms of being a 3rd down back, I think he ranks with the best in the league.
So good at leaking out of the backfield. Ryan finding him there for the Falcons first. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a carry for Blunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Caught, left side, it's Barnage. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Gary Barnage, a Pro Bowler at the age of 30. What do you have, a 1,000-yard season that year, 2014?
Yep.
Got let go by Cleveland recently after the draft. David Njoku drafted out of Miami, really to take his place.
And his production last year, it wasn't awful by any means, but it had dipped down to around the 600-yard mark.
And Gary Barnage, one of the nicest guys in the league. He had just sent out a message on social media welcoming David Njoku to Cleveland, and the Browns let him go the next day.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now Ryan on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the slot man goes in motion left. Third and long. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Able to get there and pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Time running out here on the play clock. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, here's Blunt. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. In motion, the tight end Barnage. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Barnage has it on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now a first down following that long gain. And a wildcat formation here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Coleman. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, 29 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working and call more of that.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Blunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now it's Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Gary Barnidge taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Howard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
On 4th down, it's Howard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try to open things up in the run game.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That's complete to Meredith. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. Runs through the contact. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it here with Blunt. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This is Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11. 11 They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Ryan now off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Oh, what a move. Oh, and now weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play at the second and third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Trubisky. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trubisky keeps it himself. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run with Howard, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So they're operating in the red zone. On 1st down, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And this